All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Red and Rail Sports Show. We are live from the ATL, and I see my co-host HO is in. Well, he ain't in the building, but he's en route to the building. He's in the palatial Hummer.
Good morning, good morning. I had to pull over. I wasn't gonna make it to the house, so and plus I had to make a stop doing a favor for somebody, so I had to come by and check on Mr. Otis, soon to be a 91-year-old man that is still blessed to be around. So I just come and check on him to make sure everything is everything.
Hey man, we all wish we could live to 91. That is a true blessing. 91 years old and still kicking. What the weather look like out there? It look like it's about to rain again.
Yeah, it's a bunch of clouds. Cloud. I'm currently in Conyers right now. So yeah, but I'm freshly cut it, as you can see.
Yes, HO with the fresh waves and everything. He said he's ready for the show.
Yeah, the curly hair kid. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can't argue with that. Well, we got a live show. We got a lot of things going on. We got the NBA is in full gear. We got a little football talk. Couple of people making that way. The WNBA has started their season. We're gonna find out how good they're moving along, and we got some other things we got to talk about. But let me see. Today is show number 423, and the thing I got for number 423 is the fact that Matthew Stafford, quarterback for the LA Rams, who almost made it to the Super Bowl, has a career high passing of 423 touchdowns. So hey, you throw 423 touchdowns in a career, that's you think that's Hall of Fame number?
Could be. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just had that. He just wants to get that Super Bowl in him again. He got the feeling. He want to see if he can get it. He had it, but Seattle came in and snatched it from him and said, "Not so fast, sir."
Not so fast. Yeah, you're right about that.
So,
but I mean, I don't think you can argue with his career, though. I mean, he is, based on the expectation that he had and where he went in the draft and the luxury school that he came from. I'm sure Red would be smiling about that, but you know, you can't argue about his career. He had a dreadful Detroit Lions. He went that they went winless that one season, but he did get a Super Bowl. So yeah, you can't argue with that. The only player in NFL history to go winless in one season but still have a Super Bowl in his career.
Yep, that's amazing. That's amazing. And like I said, his what's his name? His Rams look like one of the heavy favorites in the NFC to come out of there and get to the Super Bowl with the wideouts they got. They lost a couple people, but they gained a couple people too. So
yeah,
we'll see. All right.
Hey, when I saw that 423 though, real quick, when I saw that 423, I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't think of nothing but Robin Ventura getting punched by Nolan Ryan 4 quick time. Pop, pop, pop.
One of the most lopsided fights in Major League Baseball, which everybody thought was gonna go one way. But
yeah, he put him in the headlock, gave him four good punches, and let him go.
I mean, stiff ones too. And I said, y'all can talk about Nolan Ryan if you want to, but Nolan Ryan said, "Not so fast, sir. You're not gonna take me out. I'm not that weak pitcher you think I am." So he went to work, which was funny. Need everybody to please, if you don't mind, like and share. HO has popped out for a minute. Hopefully he'll pop back in. Please like and share this broadcast, and make sure All right, HO is back, and make sure you share with somebody who needs to see the show. We want to welcome the Rev Night Nation. There's only one who has entered the building so far, and it is the Vice President. Let me see what he says.
What up, VP?
The VP is in the building briefly to slam down the gavel to begin another fire session of TRRSS and to say hello. Rev Night Nation, rise up and have a great show. Oh, boy. He mulching Mama's yard as he does every Mother's Day Saturday. Have a great show, fellas. Oh, he got mama duty. He got to get Mama's yard right for Mother's Day. That's a good job, VP. We commend you for that. Getting Mama's yard straight, making sure everything is okay for her. The one less thing she got to do. That's good, VP. We'll holler at you if you're able to check back in.
Is he using a zero gap lawnmower though? That's what we want to know.
Yeah, I'm interested to see which one he used. Or does he have what I saw on what is it? The House of Pain show called Cuddy, which wasn't electric, wasn't gas. It was just a push lawnmower that just had the turns on it that makes the cuts. I say if he's using Cuddy, gonna take him a while, but anyway. Hopefully he got a regulation lawnmower. All right, we got dope, nope, and coat. Things you like, things you didn't like, and things you got to deal with. What are you doping on, HO, today?
I'm gonna have to go with Matt Olson still. Okay. I'm doping on Matt Olson, continuing to do his thing, even though the Braves lost last night. But Matt Olson has been on fire and continue from Wednesday. So he has shown that he's back and he's trying to make people think twice about the Freddie Freeman situation. So, yeah, Matt Olson right now is doing his thing for the Braves. I wish some of that could rub off on Austin Riley, but yeah, my Austin Riley almost got my note moment from last night. First and second, one out, and you strikes out. Oh my God! But anyway, Matt Olson gets my dope.
Yep. Hey, Joe, he say he ride the old school Briggs and Stratton. Oh my goodness.
All right now.
He's really old school. Also, he said he get.
Sound like he gets some sponsorship money if he promotes Briggs.
Yeah. He also giving me the ride to cue the Loonies before we get started. So we got the cue already. So we waiting on that.
What a plug. Briggs and Stratton. Way to plug them. It was a shameless one, but you know, hey.
I had a tie for mine, but I'm gonna go with Mizzy Orosky from the Milwaukee Brewers. This cat against the Yankees, 103 miles an hour. More than once.
Oh, yeah. I did see that.
More than once. I mean, we talking about straight gas. Like Randy Moss said, straight cash, homie. That was straight gas, homie, for the Yankees and shut them out, which not a lot of teams can do. I saw Aaron Judge got a lick off of it, but that's about all he was able to get. And that guy and Poe, what's his name? Used to pitch for the Braves. Lefty.
Max Fried.
Fried pitched a good game, but there's nothing he can do on the other side. He can't control everything, and he got, like I said, the Yankees got wiped out. No run, I think maybe 3 hits, and that guy, I can't believe he lost 2 games throwing like that, and they were BBs too. That ball there, as it go into the plate, it got smaller and smaller. I'm like, wow. But yeah, he gets the dope moment. My note moment goes to the complaining, the constant complaining of the referees. You might have But then again, you belly aching instead of trying to win the game. I say, hey, your teams are not shooting well, and you can't blame all that on the referees. I'm sorry, but hey, these coaches Finch, Reddick, all of them, they in deep holes, and they complaining a lot. Nick Nurse, who really should be complaining, well, he got to complain, but he down 0-3, so he about to go out. I guess he said, I ain't gonna complain about nothing because I'm about to go home. So I guess that's my note moment. What's your note moment, H.O.?
I was gonna almost agree with you and get in the car with you, but I'm gonna have to turn a different corner. I like your note moment, but I'm going to tend to push back a little bit.
All right.
For the NBA to have a flopping rule in place and not even use it, because the Knicks and OKC is the floppingest teams I've ever seen in my life. But won't nobody call it. Why even institute the flopping rule if you're not going to use the rule?
Yeah.
I mean, Chet Holmgren, I just couldn't believe what I saw when I saw him. Look like he didn't get touched, but he go grab his face and fall all out and all this. I'm like, man, come on, see. If they don't hurry up, I mean, take the rule out if you're not gonna use it. I mean, why put the flopping rule in place if you're not gonna use it? It's starting to become an unwatchable product. To be honest with you, they want to center all these rules, but continue to control the narrative, but then they don't want to abide by the rules. I mean, it's very, very confusing. So, the NBA, you get my note moment for this week.
Yeah, I can understand where you're coming from, because sometimes that Holmgren thing did look suspect. I tell you, that was kind of like, really? That's what we doing now? Like, and overall, I don't know. They got to change something. What are you coping with?
I'm coping with the Braves maintaining the steam after they leave LA. They lost last night. Chris Sale got another loss, but I'm coping with the fact that I hope the Braves continue to keep their head up even after they leave LA. So I'm coping with the fact. I'm coping with how they're going to respond when they get back to see if they still got the steam, because this is going to test their will and see where they are. We got 2 more games left in LA, so Austin Riley, you better tighten up, or you're gonna be hitting 9th.
He should be hitting 9th already where he's been playing. I'm like, what is going on with him?
I think if in any contract, if you're not batting what your salary is, then you should automatically terminate
it. Yep, simple as that. And it's not a hard thing to do.
$230 million, and he can't even bat his salary.
That's it.
That's crazy. But anyway, that's my coach.
I'm coping with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Why do you continue to let Aaron Rodgers just hold y'all hostage? Man, it's just ridiculous how he can just say, give me a few days, I'll think about coming. Then when he come, it's like, okay, I'm gonna wait till nothing is going on in the sports world. Then I'm gonna show up and get the headline myself. I'm like, it is absolutely ridiculous. Wow. Mm-hmm. And I mean, good quarterback. He still can throw. If he remain upright, he can be a good option. But all the drama you have to go through with him, trying to get to him being a good quarterback, is just.
I agree. But if they go 14-3, this conversation would be non and void.
Yep. I hope they can go for it. They can win something this year. And Mike McCarthy can they say he's a quarterback whisperer. I don't think Aaron Rodgers need any help, but we'll see. Yeah, I tell you. All right. We have nothing from the Reverend Nation. Reverend Nation is very quiet today, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe it's Mother's Day and everybody's traveling or whatever.
Yeah,
So
maybe,
we got
I was gonna say maybe they traveling.
So we got nothing from them today. It's quiet in the comment section. So we're gonna go right to, I think we touched on this last week. The NBA tournament expanding to 76 teams. And I'm just curious. Wait a minute.
All right. I keep hitting the back button trying to look at the comments and it need to hit the X. That's what it is. I keep hitting the back button instead of the X because I'm on my phone and not my computer, so this is a little different for me.
Oh yeah. I'm looking at this NCAA tournament thing. Like all you doing is giving the mediocre teams in the big conferences a chance. You're not helping the little teams try to get a tournament berth. You're trying to get like in the SEC, you got a Texas A&M or Missouri or somebody like that who might not make the tournament if it was 60 something like it was, but with 76, I'm in the SEC. I can get almost all my teams in the tournament if possible. That's the way it's setting up to be. And then the little teams like in the SWAC and the MEAC and the and other smaller conferences, they only gonna get one berth already. Now, it may be hard for them to get that one berth. If their record not that good, they may freeze them out. Ain't no telling. And a team like Miami, Ohio had a record season. I don't know how they're gonna do them, but I mean, you expand to get more teams in, but it's like more of the power conferences. What's your opinion, H.O.?
Man, it's sometimes too much is just too much. This is isn't greed one of the deadly sins?
Yes, it is.
So
yes.
I mean, it looks like this is a sinful way to get more money or to create more revenue. I mean, you went from 6-4 to 6-8. Now you're going from 6-8 to 76. I mean, when is it gonna stop? We might as well just invite everybody at this point and just have 4 or 5 play-in games and just let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think this is a big story, but I think the bigger story in college basketball is the 5-for-5 rule. Now you got 5 years to play. So now no more red shirts. No more red shirts. Red shirts are now obsolete. So I think that's the bigger story than the 76, because this actually affects the players. The 76 teams affect more of the coaches and the teams, but the 5-for-5, yeah, that no more red shirts. So you can't just dish nobody for 1 year, because that year is going to count now.
Yeah, NCAA, sometimes you do too much for your own good instead of letting things look like you were settled with having a good program and everything is fine. Everybody loved March Madness. It is what it was. It was the big tournament. Everything was going. Look at the upsets here and there. Now it's almost like you said, if you had a winning record, come on in the tournament. It's okay. Even if you don't have a winning record, long as we know you, come on in the tournament. And it's going to water it down. And all the upsets that you think are going to happen are not going to happen. Those teams not going to beat anybody that's barely getting in the conference. They're not going to beat anybody. They're going to lose in the first round. You're going to waste the first round going through all these teams. And it's going to be whatever it is, a waste of time. But hey, the NCAA swear they doing everything right. They already messed up. Like to me, when they didn't do the cap on the NIL money, which they should have. Now you got outrageous amounts going out to people. And I ain't trying to say don't pay the kids, but you could have put a cap on that $1 million, give everybody a chance to pay the players instead of some teams who got a lot of money, like a Texas A&M or Oklahoma State, who get these oil money and all this other money. They would pay guys $5 million, $10 million, and all that to come play with them. So NCAA, y'all got a lot of work to do, and I'm laughing. I gotta make a change real quick. Let me see if I can do that. I was in a hurry.
I'm gonna tell you another interesting thing about this 7-16. It's going to give coaches a false resume upgrade.
Yeah.
You know, like the coach made the tournament 5 straight years. Well, hell, everybody made the tournament 5 straight years if you got 7-16.
Yep. You got all the. You're right. You got all these. You're exactly right. And a coach can look at the thing and say, "Hey, look at my resume.
It's crazy.
5 years, and he probably had a subpar record. But hey, with this, he made it. You can say he made the tournament. So yeah, I mean, you can't deny it and say he didn't.
Yeah, right.
Had one of them 15 and 13 teams to get in the tournament and play. He might not win a game, but he can say I was there. I was in the tournament.
Yeah. So it's going to give coaches a false resume upgrade.
But we'll see how it works, and I know they think they're doing the good for everybody, but we'll see. All right, let's move on to the NBA playoff recap. We got four series going on, and all of them are crazy. Well, not really crazy. Let's get to the one that looks like it's over right off the bat. The 76ers and the Knicks. The Knicks have decided, hey, why waste time? Why prolong this thing? Just go ahead and put them away. Give me your opinion. Can the 76ers come back and make some noise in this tournament?
Not the NBA got something to do with it. Nope, it ain't gonna happen. I mean, the farther I look at this is the narrative that's been painted is let's go ahead and put OKC and New York in the championship and the best team win. I mean, that's what it looks like because that's who's getting all the calls. That's who they want to make it. Because how can you tell me that the Atlanta Hawks, who won 2 games against the New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers, who's physically able to match up with New York, almost look worse than the Hawks look against New York? How is that possible? Well, it's possible because the NBA wants the New York Knicks to be in the championship so bad that they'll do anything to get them there. Overlook flopping, they'll do anything. So that's what I see, especially in the East. But I will say Paul George look amazing.
And I detect the high level of sarcasm with Paul George and his quote unquote amazing series he having because
you know what? Watch this sarcasm. In this series, Tobias Harris probably could help Philadelphia in this series based on how he looked in the other series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Paul George went out and had one of them performances like, okay, you think you a Hall of Famer and this is what we doing? Come on, dog. And me personally, I think Joel Embiid is on the court, but he is really has an effect and not a good effect on Tyrese Maxey. Maxey is limited when Embiid is on the court because Embiid, well, you're talking about flopping, he does his share of flopping too. But Maxey is not getting the ball enough. Maxey should be your primary scorer, or you should make him try to get him the ball as much as possible because he's going to score his points. As he has he had that edge about him, but he's going to get his points. So we'll see what happens with that because I mean they got a game in Philadelphia. I think if Philadelphia win that game, well, that's okay. Whoop-de-doo. They got a gentleman's sweep going on. So, and the Knicks are going to put them away in Madison Square Garden. It might go 5, but I think it's over.
Yeah, I think it's over too.
Looks like you made it home.
Nah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I gotta check on Mr. O. So
yeah, all right, yeah, you gotta check on him. Yeah, Rev was supposed to come on and he's supposed to be on now. He's actually gonna be just like you. He's gonna be in the car too, because he has to drive.
Yeah, I saw his message in the thing now. So Rev is traveling. He's traveling before the wedding, huh?
Yep.
He's trying to do all the traveling he can so he can pay for whatever he needs to pay for.
Yeah.
Wrong with that.
Yeah, I tell you. What is this? Oh, we got some strange people checking into the chat today, and I ain't trying to read these because none of them make any sense. So our usual people are not here, so we're going to bypass them. I ain't worried about them. All right. Okay. Next series. This is an interesting one, but not really Pistons and Cavaliers. It appears that Cade Cunningham, who is a bona fide star now in the NBA, maybe superstar, has found his Robin to his Batman. And like the man you mentioned, Tobias Harris, who has said, hey, I'm about to show y'all why am I on this team. And he come up and every time Tobias Harris Cunningham does something, Harris plays well. Also, what do you think about this series? And talk about the invisible man, James Harden.
Well, I would say this: Tobias Harris and the unknown. What's his name, Mr. Jenkins for Detroit?
Mm-hmm.
Those two guys are definitely making headway. Cade Cunningham is making his sickness and his comeback makes it look like give me another contract extension because he is playing amazing. It looked like he had missed a beat. And to add Tobias Harris and Mr. Jenkins along with it, yeah, they're making the disappearance act of James Harden look like we're not even paying attention to that, but some of us are.
No comment on Mr. Harden, who, like I said earlier, is one of the best first-round players in NBA history. After that, poof.
Yeah.
Superpowers gone.
Yeah.
And then he turned into a joke. And Donovan Mitchell tried to defend him, but I'm like, Donovan Mitchell, you can't defend a man who's supposed to be your star. 10 points, 3 of 13 from the field, 0 for 4 from the 3-point line. You can't defend that. 4
I agree.
turnovers. You know, and this is usual song and dance for the team he played with, whoever it is, wherever team he's with, his song and dance. So
I'm gonna make a bold prediction, Coach.
okay.
By the end of James Harden's career, he will have the most turnovers in NBA history during playoffs.
He's certainly not trying to shy away from it, that's for sure.
He will have the most turnovers in NBA history during the playoffs. Trust me when I tell you, because it's like it's automatic. I can guarantee you 3 to 4 turnovers every game from him. It seems like the first round gives him so much confidence that he tries to do too much in the second round.
Mm-hmm. His stumbling and falling, that was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, he looked like a drunk, and I hate to say that, and that may offend drunks everywhere, but he looked bad. And I'm like, James, come on, my brother.
Yeah.
You in the NBA tournament and playoffs. You were brought to the Cavaliers to help them. Everybody figured, oh, we got James Harden. We got a guy with playoff experience and blah, 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 and blah, 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 all that. But, well, y'all ain't talking about it, what kind of playoff experience. And his playoff experience has not been good. So, Pistons probably could, they're going to Cleveland. So, we'll see if the Pistons going to close them out and go ahead and get rid of them and take them on out. The next series, Spurs versus Timberwolves. This one here has the potential. Probably it is the most competitive of the two of all the series that's playing. Because the Timberwolves, you have to when they say kill a gnat with a sledgehammer, you got to probably get something else to put on top of them because they don't go anywhere. And last night, and y'all give me the ball, I'll do it myself. And he almost did it. He had double digits in points and rebounds and almost assists, and he was hitting shots that I didn't think he could make. A couple times he took some bad shots, but then that's anything. But H.O., talk about the other side with that guy who's from planet Krypton or the moon or wherever he's from.
San Antonio has developed a very good core of individuals to the point where you got Castle, Wemby, Harper. And to the point now where you don't even hear De'Aaron Fox's name even mentioned. That's how good a team they have right now. Tell me the last time you heard De'Aaron Fox mentioned for the San Antonio Spurs, or do people even know that he plays for them?
Yeah, they pop his name up every now and then, but you know those young guys have been stepping up and saying, "Hey, we got this. We're gonna take the Spurs to the promised land and gonna do our thing."
Let's not forget about the kid they got from Boston. What's his name? Cornette.
Yep.
Man, they got a decent team. If they get through this series, it'd be interesting to see how the referee calls the game against OKC.
Yep, Joe Black is in the house. Joe Black finding somebody with some normalcy saying, "What's up, guys? What's up, Joe Black?" But yeah, I saw Wembanyama last night, and I was like, "What in the world is that?" That Joker, man. You see a big guy, 7'4", out there with confidence, spotting up and shooting threes. I mean, he didn't shoot them like old raggedy looking shot. No, that thing had form on it, and he was hitting them like, excuse me, you ain't gonna come out here and check me, that's okay. Now, he did get greedy one time, but that's part of his youth, being young. He almost shot one from the logo last night because he was on a roll. He hit 3 in a row, and it barely touched the rim. So I'm like, okay, hold on, Wemby. Slow your roll, champ. Get back under the goal.
That was heat check time.
Yeah, get back under the goal, dog, and get your rebounds. But he did not disappoint. He had a great night. I mean, that kind of play, if he doesn't do what he does, Minnesota might probably win that game if he doesn't do what he does, because he just put him on his shoulders and say, excuse me, I got this thing. Y'all just follow me. I got y'all. No problem. And he is a free. Now, I was talking with a buddy of mine who's a San Antonio fan. He lives down in that area. And he said the same thing we said. You give Wembanyama another 20 pounds of weight, muscle-wise, and other stuff, I don't know anybody that's going to stop him.
Yeah, I agree.
Because he got them buggy whip arms, them big long arms to be out reaching everybody and putting in the rebounds. But I'm like, he get knocked down a time or two as well, but if that joker has some muscle on that frame, more muscle on that frame, and the enthusiasm that he plays the game, I mean, and SportsCenter just called it a alien invasion. I'm like, yeah, that's about right. He's an alien. He for sure his game, but now he got in a little trouble last night with fouls, and I thought he was gonna foul out the game, but he hung in there. So I ain't gonna. I said they got to be cautious of that when he gets those fouls. But they couldn't pull him because Minnesota is such a streaky team. They run the same play every time. They spread the floor, put that guy in the corner, shoot threes. Shoot threes.
But let me ask you this though: Does Julius Randle have to be more of the Batman to get Minnesota to win this series? Because it looks like to me Jaden Daniels have taken over the Batman role.
Well, judging about last night, Mr. Daniels, I'll tell him this: you don't want to be Batman, sir. Please don't be Batman. Because last night, if I can find it on the box score, Jaden Daniels was 5 for 22. So might need to slow your roll. Julius Randle, like you said, might need to take over that helm and say, I mean, if you're going to let Anthony Edwards be Batman, you got to be Robin. Because Anthony Edwards was 12 for 26, 32 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists. So he gets
I meant Robin. I ain't mean Batman. My bad. Because you know what? I think Jaden Daniels saw what Alexander Walker did with the Hawks, and trying to emulate that with Minnesota.
Yeah,
and I think sometimes when you start to try to push, when you try to create your own role like that too quickly, and not realizing that the only reason Alexander Walker got that opportunities was because Trey got hurt, then Trey got traded, then they moved him into the starting lineup.
Yep. I mean, you got to step back. If your shot ain't falling, you just got to step back and say, okay, I'm going to give it to somebody whose shot is falling. Because right now is not the time to try to shoot your way out of a game, not in the NBA playoffs, maybe a regular season game. that's meaningless. Yeah, you can get away with it there, but trying to do it in the playoffs,
Yeah.
you hurt your team.
Did you say he had more shot attempts than Anthony Edwards?
No, Edwards had 26. McDaniel had 22.
Too close. And
Yeah,
Randall had how many?
12.
That's not the pecking order. That is not the
Nope.
pecking order.
Now you got that right. Randall has to get the ball more because he's a force. Because Wemby, I think, with them bucket whip arms, he struggles with Randall because Randall is physical with him and banging him around a little bit so Randall could get off more shots and more free throws. So let me see. Randall 6 of 6 from the free throw line. So that you got to get him to the line and get him there and let him get Wemby down there and make Wemby get them foul. Because Wemby gonna try to block his shot. It doesn't matter what he does. He don't care. He gonna try to block his shot because he think with them long, like I said, them long buggy whip arms, he can block anybody's shot. And sometimes he get called for the foul. So that's gonna be the key. McDaniel's gonna have to sit down and say, okay, I don't want to shoot the ball that much. I'm better off playing defense and giving assists because he's a heck of a defensive player.
Right.
That's for sure. And that need to be your call. And you don't have to score as much or try to score as much. You play that defense that you've been doing and keep all them other guys out of it and make and women. But one thing the Spurs do, and I don't know if it's working or not, but they always double team Anthony Edwards. But shoot, it don't seem like it's working for him to score 32 points. It don't seem like it's working because he can still getting his shot off. He laughs at that double team, and that's what just like you just said then. That's what Randall got to come in. He see that double team. Get the ball to Randall and let him work down low or let him shoot. He can shoot outside. And that could be the key for them in game 4 to winning the game. So
every time Carl Anthony Towns have a good game, me as Julius Randle should be like, you know what? I can't let him outplay me.
Yeah. It's simple as that. All right. Now to the series, which I don't know why everybody looks at, but I mean they're looking at it. The Thunder and Lakers, which is going to turn into Crygate because the Lakers feel like they're not getting enough fouls and enough chances to do anything because they think they're getting too many fouls called on them. Matter of fact, I'm finna check it now and see what the foul stats look like for the Lakers.
I will admit, it do look kind of suspect. I mean, I'm on the Lakers side for this one because it was some crap that was, yeah.
All right, the Lakers shot 18 or 21. They shot 21 free throws. The Oklahoma City shot 26 free throws. So not a big disparity, but it's the timing of the fouls when they were called for the Lakers.
It's when they call it. Yeah.
So I just got distracted because Monica McNutt came on TV. I'm trying not to look at her way. She's
talking about the WNBA start of the season, huh?
Yeah, she got her glasses on, her lipstick in there. Okay. Side note, we leave that alone. But Oklahoma City, amazingly though, Gilgeous-Alexander had 9 free throws. Is anybody surprised? Because he's been accused of being one of the biggest floppers in the league, and there have been times which he does. Now, nobody can try to deny that he flops. because it happens. I mean, I don't care what you're looking at, what you see. He does hit the flop button every now and then when he goes to the basket
Oh
and
yeah,
falls back.
wow.
Like he's in so much pain, or he's been just banged up pretty bad. But I just imagine him back in the days of the bad boys. And wait a minute, we have somebody who's jumped in. Let me Rev. Let me see.
Yeah, it said audio only.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
There you
sir.
go.
We can hear you now.
What's going on, gentlemen?
What's happening?
What's going
Not
on
much.
there, great Reverend?
Not much. Not much. Just on the road to Maryland to catch a track championship of a family member.
Hey, man. Well, we always wish you safe travels. Look like today, I I need to go get in my truck and ride with everybody else in the trucks and the vehicles today.
I see. I see. Ho is in his seat in his car as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. I had to pull over. I couldn't leave Coach by herself, so I had to pull over. I want to go make it home in time, so I said, let me pull over and make this thing happen.
Well, I appreciate it. Well, I'm just coming in on whatever y'all talking about. What's up?
Thunder versus Lakers. Your
We talking
opinion?
about we talk well yeah we talking
What
first of
else?
all we were talking about Julius Randle not taking enough shots and McDaniels taking too many shots, and the pecking order is way off in Minnesota.
Yeah, let's go back to that one. Spurs and Timberwolves.
Uh, I think. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. I think the biggest problem for the Timberwolves is not having a fully healthy Anthony Edwards. And this is a series that you need him to be healthy. He'll have spurts of being vintage Ant-Man. But when you're playing against a team like the Spurs who they have all this depth, plus they have it's what you call them, coach, the alien and Wemby. This is a tough series because Ant-Man is their primary scorer, and Jalen McDaniels can give you buckets, but most of those buckets are only going to be at home when he gives you
Mm.
buckets. He's more of a defender in general, but he's not the scorer that you need him to be in order to pull out role games. So, it was remarkable that Minnesota got the first game, but over, can they duplicate that over a 7-game series? I don't think it's possible. And I think eventually the Spurs probably win in 5 or 6.
yeah, I agree.
Okay. It just yeah, because Minnesota, by all reasons, just like you said, should not have won that first game.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Spurs let them off the hook.
big time.
But
Big time.
uh, Rev, I mean, you can admit, and I say it often, but I believe it's true. I'm gonna do some background investigation on Wembanyama. They say he's from France. I say he's from the moon.
Yeah,
You have a guy with arms that long and a
yeah,
body like that, and shooting a three with just confidence, not just shooting out a big man shooting a three and just to try it. No, he's shooting with confidence.
Wemby is like one of those guys that you would probably try to create on a video game. You
yeah.
know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
He
Like
was
give him all
definitely
these different attributes.
yeah he was definitely AI made for sure.
Yeah. Like how can he be humanly? How is it humanly possible for somebody to create that with the agility that he has, the arm length that he had, the wingspan rather that he has, a dude who's 7'5", who can handle, shoot the ball. Like Shaq showed us what that should look like at that size. Just being very powerful. But this dude, like, is nimble, man. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Now he can hurt the team when he's off, like he did in Game 1, where he shot 0 for 8. But when he's on, he's unstoppable, man. And the Spurs got automatic time because with his jumping ability, he's gonna get whatever ball that's being thrown up to the back towards the basket. So it's almost like you know how we used to have in video games the cheat code.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's the cheat code in the NBA, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
but you know what? Coach said one thing about Wemby that I think nobody realized. He shoots his 3-pointer and jump shot with so much confidence that it's like it's unreal.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he shoots it like he's a guard, right?
Yeah.
Like most guys his size, if they're shooting a three, it's more like a set shot. But this guy
Yeah.
is literally getting off the ground, and he already can shoot over people. But then when he elevates the jump shot, there's nobody who can come close to blocking.
Exactly.
Nobody. And his
And we did talk about the offensive end. We'll be here for 30 more minutes talking about what he do on the defensive end.
Right, right. Facts.
it's just watching him dribble drive to the basket like a thinking he Allen Iverson or somebody, and he does it, and he uses and make the shot. It's like, I mean, how you gonna look at a 7'5" guy that's dribbling between his legs and going on a move to the goal like he does? That's just unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not fair.
But you know, Rev, the Thunder and the Lakers. Do you think the Lakers are getting a short stick on the referee call?
Uh, only reason why I'm gonna say first of all, no. The reason why it's looking like they are getting short stick, and the reason why they're complaining as if they're getting short stick is because they know everything has to be perfect for them to have a chance to win a game. There's no room for error. So therefore, they need every call. They need everything to fit right in order for them to have a chance. I mean, they gave Oklahoma City Thunder their best shot in Game 2. They're up by 1 at the half, and you still felt that Oklahoma City at some point was just going to pull away. So, you know, this is a position like somebody like LeBron has rarely been in, because LeBron has mostly been the person who could dictate the terms of a series because he was just that dominant. But now he no longer is in position to literally take over a game. So now he and the Lakers are at the mercy of how the game is being called. And if the game is not falling in place for everything that the Lakers need, they don't have a chance to win.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
they
a
gotta
good
have.
point.
If they had Luka, could they win the series?
I doubt if they could win the series, because at the end of the day, Luka and Austin Reeves on the same basketball court is too many defensive liabilities in one place. Could they win a game or two? I think so, but not the series, because they're not built to win the series. And the biggest issue is when you have guys like Harkenstein, Chet, Holmgren, and then you got Dort, who's physical. Those guys right there are problems for LA, because LA only really is relying on somebody like DeAndre Ayton to rebound. But when you got those 3 guys, Holmgren's not very strong, but he got pretty good hops. And then you got Harkenstein, who's a bruiser, and then you got Dort, who's a smaller bruiser. That includes also Jalen Williams. The Thunder just got so much depth, man, and that's why they're doing this without Williams. Let's remember this.
Hey, Rev.
Jalen Williams is not even playing, and
Rev.
yeah.
Hold on for just a second. Somebody has popped into the chat. I mean, into the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Red. Red is here.
Man, you up here stopping my take just to bring in him? What's going on, man? I'm just playing. Yeah. But just remember, man, they're doing all this without Jalen Williams.
Yeah, Jalen Williams are the questionable fashion choices, but we're not going to talk about his pink jacket. We're going to leave that alone. I'm not going to go into that. Red, we talking about the Thunder and the Lakers. Do you think the Lakers are capable of winning a game in this series?
Man, I don't know, but if they win it, it'll have to be tonight because I just don't see them after 3-0. Man, they might as well hang it up. Man, this series is turning to everything I expected. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, they are like the
Is that
it's
me?
almost like the. I think it is.
That's static.
There's a lot of static in it.
Mute Red, coach. See if it's from coming from Red.
Let me see. Uh-oh, my bad.
All right, keep talking.
It's still going a little bit.
So it ain't Red. It may be me. Mute me and see what happens.
All right. Yeah, it's you.
Did he went off? I guess he was coming back in.
No, it's real. Let me try it again. All right, Rev, it stops when I mute you. Let me unmute him right now. I'm trying. But HO, we're gonna keep going till Rev we get his thing straight. Is the Lakers series gonna be a sweep?
If the NBA got something to do with it, it's gonna be a sweep or a gentleman's sweep.
LeBron need to accept that the NBA and the rest don't like him no more. I mean, all that reign he had during his I guess supposedly prime, it ain't there no more, and that's why he needs to retire. Dude, you're 41, almost 42 years old, still trying to play NBA basketball. Why? I have no idea. You won championships, you won MVPs, you've done it all. I have no idea why you just keep hanging on. Please, LeBron, stop hanging on. Okay, go ahead and retire. It's okay. You just holding my Lakers back. Yeah, you helped me get first round, but dude, you too old to be making $50 million. And technically, like I say, it's just time for the Lakers to move on and start building around this guy. You haven't done anything for us since the little weak bubble championship, and that was what, 6 years ago, which in Laker land don't really mean. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, HO. So like I said, that's all. I mean, coach, whether we get swept or gentlemen sweep, the fact is, it's just time for the Lakers to move on from LeBron. I hate that we landed the Thunder in the second round, but I'm not so sure San Antonio would be doing the same thing to us. So I mean, like I say, it's just bad matchups right now. So I guess we're just gonna have to wait till somebody put a foot in OKC's, you know what, and bring them down or not. But right now, they team to beat right now. They playing like it. But I think Detroit or the Knicks might have a little something for them. Maybe. I hope, man. I hate them. I'm starting to hate OKC. Not like that, but I don't like that team. I just don't like them. They're a good team. I just don't like them.
Yeah, they flop too much for me. Them and the Knicks.
They're not one of these teams. Oh, go ahead.
It's amazing that OKC having this much success right now. And at one point they had Durant, Harden, Westbrook, Ibaka, and those guys, and they couldn't win a championship. That is amazing to me. You had all that firepower on one team, and you couldn't win a championship. But you got firepower now for this age, and they're out there on their way to winning number 2. But that just baffles me every time I see it. And I look at it and I say, wow. But now, as the years go on, I see why Harden wasn't considered much, because he played like after the first round, and like somebody pulls kryptonite out and sits on his seat where he can't do anything. Said, no, forget you, Harden. You can't do anything. And then the other two, well, Durant is about to go to another team, and Westbrook is in limbo wherever he is with Sacramento. I don't know if he's going to try to make – I think he might retire. I don't know if he's going to try to come back with Sacramento. But let me see. Let me see if Rev is back on. Rev.
What's going on?
Okay, it's clear. Yeah,
All right.
no static.
All right. Sorry about that.
That's okay. So, Rev, question. Can either one of the Eastern teams beat the Thunder?
I would give either one of them a chance. I would give the Knicks more of a chance to beat them than I would the Pistons, because I think Oklahoma City could do well to scheme against Kate Cunningham. And they could put a lot of bodies, and really Detroit doesn't have too many other options when it comes to scoring. New York could possibly give them a good game. I think OG Anunoby has to be healthy to give them a fighting chance. Jalen Brunson, I think he's going to get his because he just has a certain style of body that allows him to be able to do what he does. So I think the Knicks. I don't know if any of the one can beat them, but I think the Knicks can give them a much better shot than the Pistons could.
Can the Spurs beat them?
Yeah, they've already shown they can. Now the question is, will playoff experience matter? Because we know that they can beat them in the regular season. And, Wemby has a chip on his shoulder when it comes to Chet Holmgren for whatever reason. So Wemby's going to be extra locked in. So the Spurs can match the Thunder depth-wise. They can match them on the wings. They can match them in the paint. So the Spurs have the best chance of anybody beating them. And then also they have the X factor in Wemby, where that's the only player on the Spurs that OKC can't count, trying to stop him.
Okay. Well, does anybody else have anything on the NBA playoffs? Anything you can come up with?
Yeah, I got something.
Go ahead.
The question to me is, has LeBron James surpassed the time where the viewership is no longer valuable to his his plan deep in the playoffs, has that gone away now? Where we don't care. We want to see him. We just want to see the younger guys now, because that's what it's looking like. Because the teams that you talked about, OKC, the Spurs, not necessarily the Knicks, but Detroit, all those guys, all those teams are younger teams, and it's the younger generation. Well, LeBron and the Lakers, it's like that's the only draw that you really have, and he's 41. Though he's still playing, is it enough for the people to want to view a 41-year-old guy rather than watch the up and coming of the new age? I think that's the question we have to ask ourselves.
Well, I think your statement is contextual, right? So is there room to still want to watch LeBron? Yes. Not now, do they want to watch him as the lead guy? No. I think people would enjoy watching him if he's playing next to Luka, which was the plan.
Right.
Unfortunately, Luka's injury affected that. Now, do we want to see LeBron playing as the lead guy against a team like OKC? No. Because as I was talking to Coach before the show, it actually hurts me watching this version of LeBron, because I know there was a day when this version with LeBron with that team could possibly beat OKC. But he no longer is that player anymore. There are moments where he can give us moments of nostalgia where he'll have a great moment, but he can't sustain that over a 48-minute time period during the game. So that's where it gets troublesome.
Red, you have any comments on that?
I mean, like I said earlier, it's time to retire, man. You can't do it no more. Time to get out. The NBA don't even want you to advance no more, so they're not gonna help you out. You got no help nowhere. Luka not here. The NBA don't want you to advance. It is over, LeBron. Retire. Jeez. Don't know what you're hanging on for.
Well, now let me ask Red a quick question. When you say it's over, what's the context in what you're saying it's over for LeBron?
Well, really, what you just said is he can't really do it like he could no more in his prime. Yeah, he having moments, but having moments, that's not gonna help your team get there. And even though you ain't top dog no more, I mean, you see what happens when all the other guys get hurt. We still expecting you to do something, and like you just said, you can't do it. And it's painfully obvious you just can't do it like that no more. So time to go, man. You can still, like you say, you can still play. You can still play at a semi-high level. I mean, you can still go out there and average 20 points and do your thing in moments. You can't do it for a 48-minute period. You can't lead the team nowhere. Like I said, if anybody get hurt, like I said, you're not top dog no more. And if you're not top dog no more, I honestly don't know. The Lakers don't really. It's just not good. Dude, go back to Cleveland, retire respectfully, and just go ahead and go. Okay, it's time to go. Time to at least lead the Lakers in a way.
That's fair. You coming from the standpoint of these long. That's fair. I think the biggest problem with people like LeBron is what we've seen from other players, where it's hard to give up the game that they love the most. Like we saw Shaq look like one of the trashiest players trying to hang on too long. Like who would ever thought Shaq be just passed around like a plate? I mean, AI hung on too long. So, Vince Carter, he went from half man, half amazing to being on the end of the bench. So, for some of these guys, it's just hard to let go. I think there's extra incentive for LeBron right now. I think his biggest incentive is trying to get his son Bryce into the league, and really Bryce needs 5 years in college. You know,
Well,
so
he
so
go get it
I,
now. Well, now if he red shirt, the red shirt don't count no more. So he ain't got 4 more years now.
Well,
okay.
all right, y'all. We've gone here, and y'all know what time it is. It's halftime on the Red and Rail Sports Show. We talked NBA. We talked college basketball. We talked several things. And now we come back, we're going to do the Braves report. And we also going to have our 5 for 5. Rev, the VP, is giving the cute and loons for 5 for 5 while he outside getting his mama's the yard ready. So he on the Red
Okay.
strategy.
All right.
All right, y'all. It's halftime. We'll see you all back in a few minutes. So hang with us on the Red and Rail Sports Show. All right. Getting rid of the banner right here. We are back. We are back from halftime on the Red and Rail Sports Show. We got everybody here today. Rev is traveling, so we wish him traveling mercies as he heads to his destination. And we are ready to come back with Red and the Braves report. So here we go.
It's game time. It's GT.
Well, what's up, y'all? Braves report another week. Well, unfortunately, this week, not so high like the other weeks have been. Our first losing week of the whole season. Yeah, it took all of May for us to have a first losing season, so I guess that's a good thing. But no, 1-3 this week, not good. Losing the series to Seattle, I don't know what it is about when we go to Seattle. We just can't find ourselves. But all right, like I said, you had decent pitching performances. First game with J.R. Ritchie, I think White just left him in there too long. I mean, dude was walking everybody and their mama. And like I say, all those walks, all those free passes, eventually they're gonna come back and bite you. And coming back to bite us, they did in game one. Game two, decent pitcher matchup, Elder and the other guy, and I think we won with a Matt Olson late home run in that game to cinch that one. Game three, like I say, another one of those games, day games. Braves couldn't find the offense. Mariners got us 3-1, and the same thing happened last night with the Dodgers. So right now, Braves just a small little funk right now. Bats not talking like they was talking with the Rockies. Boy, they appreciate the Rockies though. Thanks for beating up on our NL East opponents for us. I'm trying to find our bats right now. But anyway, uh, like I say, Braves just need to find their bats again. The pitcher hadn't been that bad, but it's not been as good if you only gonna score one run in the past few games. So just need to find the bats again. Damn, man, they still lost the game last night. Best pitcher versus the Dodgers last night. We couldn't get that win last night. Now we got question marks. We got Schreider. Close my eyes when he on the mound. And I don't know who we got going in the last game, but we'll see. Braves, just find your bats and everything will be all right. Our pitching ain't that bad, but we got to, worry about unless Dodgers just go crazy one game. But I'm not worried. So we in first place. We in a trash division. We still gonna have Division One by Memorial Day. So I don't know why everybody thought Don Mattingly was gonna all of a sudden put his little pixie disc on the Phillies. Boy, please. Phillies got blown out by the Athletics and then got bombasted by the Rockies last night. So please, I don't think the Phillies and Don Mattingly have found any magic. The Nationals, now you got to worry about their offense, boy, the Nationals bats are banging. But pitching wise, I think they'll fail them in the end. And the Mets are the Mets, and the Marlins are the Marlins. So Braves, just keep doing what you're doing. We definitely gonna have to make a trade for a pitcher sometime during the season. But for right now, just find your bats. We'll see what happens with these next two games with the Dodgers. And oh God, we got Chicago coming back home. Man, why don't we play all these hot teams back to back to back? Every time we play somebody, they always hot, man. I mean, God, can we play a team that's going through a slump or something? No, we did. I guess we did that early. So now it's our time to face all the hot teams. Well, Rev, Horace, Coach, y'all say y'all won the test. Well, you getting your test right now. Don't look like we passed it so far. But we'll see what happens with the next two games. Anyway, just still go Braves. Because like I say, I know we're gonna win the East. We'll be back in the playoffs. Alex ain't gonna let us fall that much hard. So we'll be all right.
Well, you look at it, Sunday, Bryce Elder is pitching against Justin Robleski, and Robleski is 5-0 with a 1.25 ERA. So if you're gonna do some
we're gonna be early on the back.
you gotta beat it. You gotta beat him down there. And today, and it's amazing. Spencer Strider against Blake Snell. Amazing the Dodgers didn't want to pitch Ohtani or Shohei against the Braves. I wonder why. But and he trying to save him. They must have a bigger series. I don't know. Rev, you got any comments on this?
Yeah, I think we can't close out the segment without recognizing the fact that injuries are beginning to plague the Braves. Ronald Acuna goes down again, 10-day, 10, 15-day disabled list. Who knows, that can be a bit longer. Michael Harris has been in and out of the lineup. So, we got to take into account that when you have a long season, injuries are going to play a part at some point. We just hope that won't be the common theme like it has been in previous years. Because, you got Drake Baldwin hitting leadoff. So that kind of tells you the state of where the Braves find themselves in. And the biggest issue for me is the Braves got to find a taker for Sean Murphy. I mean, I think that season is over for him.
Hey Joe.
I wish we had kept Jonah Hines and moved Murphy.
Agreed.
Yeah, that was the deal right there. Jonah Hines, not expected to be a hitter, but he's definitely hitting, and he was hitting before he got traded. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. I also wanted to see and think that this is White's first time getting knocked down. Now let's see how he's going to respond, and how will he adjust to now the resistance of facing a schedule that's not favorable for the Braves. And I think he should start off by making Austin Riley hit 10.
Not hit 10.
Yeah, because that's one of the biggest problems right there. Austin, we ain't getting nothing out of Austin Riley. As I was telling Coach earlier, he's not even hitting his total salary, which was $230 million. He's not hitting nowhere close to that. So
man, we had some moments last night. Man, I swear every inning last night, I felt like we had two people on base and needed a key hit. Boy, when I see Austin Riley come up, I just be like, oh,
yeah.
It's either gonna be a home run or it's gonna be a strikeout. And man, I was telling one of my guys up there, I was like, is Austin Riley, he is just the king of the 0-2 count. I mean, every time I look up, it's Austin Riley. He get an 0-2 count so quickly. I was like, dude, if you constantly coming up there getting the 0-2 count, it's gonna be the same result most of the time. Because I mean, you chase a lot of pitches off the plate a lot of times, and it be bad too. Like, dude, really chasing. Like, man, them sliders, ooh boy, them sliders be getting them.
What do y'all think is the reason for his downfall?
Not aggressive.
Plate discipline, a lot to me. Plate discipline, waiting on the pitch, not recognizing. He doesn't recognize a lot of pitches out of the pitcher's hand a lot, and they fool him. They fool him too, so consistently. I mean, if it's not that straight fastball coming around, any pitches with like movements on them, you forget it. Yeah. Man, please, that thing got to really come out the pitcher's hand straight, or where you can just get a good look. If it's not like that, Austin probably gonna be 0 for 3, 0 for 4, 1 for 3. Like I say, I mean, all pitchers with good movement, like a Tarek Skubal or Skeens, somebody like that. Oh man, I'm trying to think who played Alcantara with the Marlins, or man, even a Nola with the Phillies, or even that young kid with the Phillies. Man, Austin ain't gonna be able to hit him. I told you, man, if it's just not a pitcher who just coming out there to work, they ain't really got more movement on their pitches. They just coming out there to throw balls and just hope the ball goes somewhere. Pitchers that pitch contact, them contact pitchers. See, Austin to get them, but them finesse pitchers with a lot of movements on their pitches, good luck.
Yeah.
I think Austin is a mental thing for Austin. I think it's in his head right now.
Yeah, it's definitely in his head, getting in his head. Like I said, first it was just that. He's like, he turned one issue into a lot of issues.
Braves, they can make amends by coming back and winning these next 2 games if possible. Then, like Red said, they got a tough series against the Cubs, who is one of the hottest teams in the National League, if not the hottest. So you gotta hope for yeah, you gotta hope for the best right now, but we'll see how they come out. All right.
I think when Cam come back, put him at short, move the ball in the third, and move Austin Riley to AAA till he get his head together.
you went. At least he moved to AAA. Where's
it sound like holy. I think you about done with Austin Riley, ain't you?
listen, your two key contributors are on the corners. Your first baseman and your third baseman. Your first baseman is having an MVP season. Your third baseman look like exactly. So I mean, if we got to do the extreme to try to get his head right, sit him down to AAA, down to Gwinnett, and let him get in the looks, because Kim down in AAA, he tearing up the ball. So I mean, maybe that's a thing. Go down there and tear the ball up, and then come back. We'll see what you got.
What happened? What happened? Nacho Alvarez. He was doing
that's
all
where I
right.
was at. That's
He
what I
was
was
doing
wondering
good
last night.
last season. And he back in the minors.
He is not your shortstop.
Yeah, I take his locker next to Austin Riley, and they rub it off.
Not like Austin.
Yeah, I need some more Nacho Alvarez up here. And like I said, we didn't expect getting this from Dubon. We just thought he was all defense. The fact that we getting Dubon's back and Austin back not doing nothing. Like I say,
20 RBIs. Austin Riley got 8.
I never thought I would prefer Dubon coming up to the plate before Austin Riley. I never thought I'd say that coming into the season. But yeah, exactly. I was hoping Dubon was gonna come up a lot more. But he did come up and he got a hit when people was on base. That's why I say Dubon is coming through way more than Riley. He's coming through way more than a lot of players coming through. So you gotta keep Dubon back in the lineup. You gotta have Kim back in the lineup. Man. Austin, you might be the odd man out. You might be one of the first mainstays traded if you don't pick this thing up.
Well, the Braves, we'll see if they're making any moves or they keep everything status quo. Because right now, well, I see some of Alvarez. He had hitting 216 wherever he is. I don't know if that's last year. I think that's last year. I don't think it's this year. So.
Well, this Jim Jarvis ain't the answer, man. You can send Jim Jarvis back wherever you come from. What happened to Mateo?
Mateo, he'll be back in the lineup today.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like I say, those are surprises.
Yeah, Jarvis made a heck of a play last night. They couldn't help him, but still a big play. Nope. All right. We're moving to 5 for 5. I don't think we're gonna have any limit. We got everybody here, so we're gonna just talk about give everybody a chance to talk about these topics. The BP is already through his landscaping duties. He's already given the okay to cue the Lunis. So let me find it real quick. And once we cue the Lunis, we will get ready. Let's see. There we go. The Lumis is on. All right, H.O., I'm going to start with you. First topic in the corner. Tariq Skubal out indefinitely. Well, how do you feel about that?
Well, all the teams who wanted to make a play for him before the trade deadline, he's off the table now. I'm pretty sure there was some teams lined up trying to see if they can rent him out for 3 months. But that rental thing is probably gone for completely now, because nobody's going to rent somebody who's indefinitely out, and we don't know what the outcome of his health or injury are. So this is going to hurt him more than it hurt the other team. So it's going to be tough going down the stretch. But you can take him off the rental list right now.
Red.
But it's gonna hurt me more than a lot of teams. And I was hoping the Braves was gonna have him on the radar and make a mid-season trade with. Now that's off the table. Just get well soon, Tariq. You win the game's top pitchers. I think baseball needs you. I hope He probably not gonna pitch in the World Classic no more now because he's pitching in the World Baseball Classic. Didn't pitch for that long, but now you coming into the season and need surgery. Yeah, whoever his agent is, if his agent is that top guy, the guy that everybody don't like, I don't forgot his name.
Scott Burris.
What say that again?
Scott Burris.
Yeah, Scott Burris. Yeah, if his agent is Scott Burris, you can forget him ever playing in the World Baseball Classic again because he's that good a pitcher. We need him in Major League Baseball, not World Classic Baseball. So get well soon, Scuba. The Tigers are scuffling without you, so you better hurry up and get back. And too bad you're not gonna help a team out mid-season, but it's all good. Get your arm right.
Rev.
Sorry to hear about this injury. Hopefully he bounces back. Definitely a huge loss for Houston. I'm sorry, Detroit. They had a good run last year, but I don't know if he's not on the mound for them. That's going to help them for this with this season.
All right. Next question coming to you, Red. Red. Stephon Diggs wins in court. Stephon had a little incident with the cook, who was female, and he went to court and he came out a winner. You know, you don't call it a winner, but hey, he did something. So, your comments.
Just an unfortunate situation that he found himself in. I'm very happy that he got himself out of it. Thank God he was able to hire some good lawyers. Thank God he was smart enough to hold on to text messages and things and evidence that could basically help him out in this case. It's just unfortunately the athletes, even though they know they're being targeted, they still find themselves in these crazy situations. Just got to be careful, man. Like I say, when you're a rich athlete, especially a young, rich black athlete, you're gonna be targeted. You're not gonna be targeted just from agents and sponsors and people like that. You'll be targeted from women and folks looking to get ahead and stuff like that. So you just have to be careful with your entire surroundings. Vet everyone. And man, Stephon, you having all these folks living with you, dude. Whatever happened to just come over, cook for me, and go home? I mean, Lord. I mean, you got rich white guys don't even have all these employees living with them. So you making NFL money, dude, and you trying to live like you making NBA and MLB money. You just make wiser decisions, Stephon. I'm glad you got out of this situation because that's the last person you want to see. You want your career ruined by somebody like that. So good luck to you, man, going forward.
Rev.
I would just say Stephon Diggs better use this as a wake-up call, not being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Also being concerned about his surroundings. That should be something that he takes heed to because he has a lot of money to ruin if he doesn't make the right choices. So hopefully this will allow him to get a wake-up call and live a better life. So that's my hope and prayer for him.
Hey, Joe.
I think I'm gonna get in the car with Rev on this one. Yeah, he needs to get a wake up call, and he might need to go ahead and seek therapy at this point, just to try to get in a position mentally to prosper forward and not look back. But the wake up call to me was this is a prime example of how real God is in this climate of black athletes not being favorable in the media. He gets off of this only by the
Yeah.
grace of God. So I would just say find you a therapist and let's prosper forward. And don't forget to thank God for getting you off of this because in the
Yeah.
climate that we live in, a black male being accused of what you've been accused of, how did you get out of that? It's only one way. So we hope and pray for you, sir.
Yeah.
Y'all are missing two words that should be first and foremost in this whole scenario. Female cook. Female cook, dude. And you supposed to be married? Why? I know there's male cooks out there that can cook just as good as female. Come on, that's inviting trouble in my opinion. Getting a female cook. I'm like, really? You think you needed that? But then again, that ties in what all three of y'all were talking about. He may need a little therapy behind this because him hiring a female, well, that says a lot about his mentality right there. And you got a wife.
Yeah.
I know she didn't approve it, but hey, anything possible in this world with these pro athletes and their mindsets and what they're thinking about. I just look at the
I,
fact you had a female
I
cook.
don't
Go
think
ahead, Red.
I don't think him and Cardi were married, Coach. I think they were together. I don't think they were married, though. They probably on their way to marriage. I hope. I don't know. I don't think they were married though.
Okay,
I
but
think Cardi was still getting divorced. She was still in the midst of a divorce from Offset or whatever his name
still inviting that element in there of
is.
another
Yeah,
female
you
in the
right though.
house.
Yeah,
Uh,
you're right. That's crazy.
bad look.
You got Cardi B on one side, and then you got all these female employees and all these additional baby mamas. All these folks still coming in, coming around, all in your life. Like, dude, come on, man. I mean, I don't know who you trying to impress. You got, like I say, you almost found yourself in a cave out here trying to impress folks with all this stuff. He's telling these
Yeah,
guys, stop living to impress people, man. You got, I mean, you don't see these white athletes out here doing this stuff. Why are y'all out here doing this stuff? Follow some uh intelligent examples, man. And then just why you don't there's a lot of black athletes you don't see out here doing this stuff. I don't know why these certain athletes get these silly ideas in their mind, man. Just because you making a little money. Oh, I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna have live-in chefs and live-in babysitters and live-in this. I ain't living in nobody. You do a service for me, here you go. Thank you for your service. Goodbye. Keep it
amen.
professional.
That's it. In so many words, that's it. Uh, Next question, Rev. Uh, Draymond Green and Austin Rivers got a little mini feud going on between them back and forth. Is it worth listening to? Rev. Okay,
Real
we'll
man
come back.
from yeah, real
Ho.
man from
He faded out. Oh, Draymond, I tell you, he got to be the luckiest guy in basketball history. I mean, he got a free ride to the Hall of Fame on the back of the light skinned guy. And not only did he walk the river, he went to Charles Barkley, and we already know he can't touch Charles Barkley with a 10 feet pole. So Draymond needs to be quiet and just let everything just settle down, enjoy the rest of his NBA career, so he can just settle on to the Hall of Fame because he only got to the Hall of Fame luckily because of the light skin guy. And that's all I gotta say.
The light
And don't
skin guy.
disrespect don't disrespect Steve Curry because he did not hinder your career. He actually gave you a pass to get in the car to get to the Hall of Fame. So don't be so disrespectful and not appreciative, Draymond.
Red.
yeah, the more Draymond talk outside the game, the more he gonna ruin his post career opportunity Because dude, some of these takes you saying are completely wild to the point that I don't know if ESPN or Amazon or NBC don't want you don't want these opinions on that. Even though I'll prefer you on NBC to some of those guys on there, because at least you do got rings. But some of these takes are just awful, man. I mean, and why you going back and forth with Austin Rivers? And Austin Rivers, I won't be going back and forth with Draymond. You said your take. It was a good take on air. You weren't trying to be personal on NBC. And like I said, once Draymond come back, I wouldn't be going back and forth with him, because I mean, your first take was fine. Steve Kerr didn't hinder his career. You hindered your career, Draymond, because you can't shoot. That's all it is. It ain't got nothing to do with Steve Kerr. It ain't got nothing to do with Steph Curry and Clay, because guess what? Clay not there no more. Jimmy Butler not there no more. Where the Warriors end up this year when Clay don't have no offensive help? Where do they end up? Fighting for the play-in seed or out the playoffs altogether. Why? Because Draymond, you can't play offensively. You can't shoot offensively. You are an inconsistent offensive player. And if you had any type of offensive talent or any type of offensive pedigree, the Warriors will be hanging around the play-in, completely out the playoffs. Because guess what? You and Steph been there basically all year long. Clay ain't there no more. Jimmy Butler been hurt. And what did you do offensively? Did Steve Kerr tell you not to shoot? No, he didn't tell you. Why would he tell you not to shoot? For who? Gil Santos? Moses Moody? Get out of here, man. They tell you not to shoot. You just not consistent offensively. You are incapable of helping Steph Curry out unless you're doing it defensively or just playing point forward. Offensive game wise, you have no consistency. So please save all that noise about Steve Kerr hindering your career. If anything, like HOK, he helped your career. He helped you get to the Hall of Fame. Everybody in the Warriors organization has helped you, okay? Because 9 times out of 10, you will be out the league by now with all these stunts you pulled over the years. If you all these stunts he pulled over the years for any other team, you think he'd still be playing right now? Or in a position to talk like he's talking right now? Absolutely not. So please, Draymond, don't say nothing about Steve Kerr and don't say nothing about the Warriors. Because if anything, you need to be on your knees kissing the Warriors, you know what, right now. Because they have completely to let you do, way of completely just let you do what you wanted to do, all for winning championships. And this how you pay him back? Man, it's time that they need to send this guy away and let him see how life is away from Steph Curry. Maybe he keep his mouth shut.
All right. Next question. The Padres have a black female owner coming into the fold. How you think she's gonna do, Red?
Well, the question is out of how they gonna do, but it's nice to see that we got a sister running things, a sister, a black female owner in sports. We got one in sports, but we got one in the NFL. So it's definitely a milestone, definitely something to be celebrated. I'm hoping the Padres can do something. I hope they beat the Dodgers and win that division. You know, I've been waiting for them to do something for the last few years. They almost did it one year, but man, they just can't get over that hump when they get to the playoffs. I'm hoping these new owners do everything they can to provide the team with everything they need to compete. And as long as they do that, well then Padres, you just got yourself some good owners, you know. So I'm gonna definitely celebrate it right now, as long as it shows it's a good thing. Like I say, you want more black ownership in sports, and we got it. So just hope we can get more of it. But definitely congratulations to Miss Jones for and her husband for being able to secure ownership of the San Diego Padres. And who knows? Hey, the Seattle Seahawks for sale. Any rich black person want to go buy them? Get on up there, cause they for sale. Come on.
H.O.
Congratulations, Quancy Jones. You have made history. But more importantly, if the Padres got sold for $3.9 billion, I can just imagine what kind of celebration the owners of the Padres who just sold them, what kind of celebration they gonna have. And if they sold for $3.9 billion, I can imagine the Braves got to be near $5 billion.
Well,
I
yeah.
thought Tyler Perry was a billionaire. He can afford
Oh Lord. Tyler Perry. All right, last question. Ho. Unfortunately, this past week we lost an icon, a visionary, Ted Turner, the man who's responsible for a whole lot of programming in Atlanta and the South. What's your thoughts on Ted Turner's legacy?
I would say, unfortunately, the younger generation won't understand how monumental and how impactful he was to the Atlanta area and what he had done for the Atlanta area. You talking about resilience. He tried to buy TBS 4 different times and got turned down, and he said he gonna start his own stuff. He was the reason why it was okay not to have cable growing up because we had TBS. But Ted Turner is a man that if he was still in ownership with Atlanta sports, we'll have many more rings than we do now. But R.I.P. Ted Turner, you meant a lot and you mean a lot to the city of Atlanta, and you'll never be forgotten.
Red.
I completely second everything H.O. said. Only thing I add is not only did Ted bring a very mass media market to Atlanta, not only did Ted bring championship pedigree to Atlanta with the Braves, not the Hawks, but hey, Ted brought James Fonda to Atlanta. So hey man, you even had a celebrity wife. So man, hey, Ted, everything you doing back in the day was returning to gold, man. And like H.O. say, man, growing up as a kid in Atlanta, you didn't need cable, man, because like I say, you got Braves, baseball, man, TBS had boxing, they had movies, and movies, H.O., they ain't even edit them too much. Man, I saw all the Eddie Murphy movies on TBS. Man, I watched 48 hours on TBS. They basically had
Exactly.
all the cussing in it, all
Exactly.
everything in it, man. I watched Trading Places on TBS. They barely took out anything. They just like they lower the sound, but you still see what they were saying. I was like, thank you, Ted. Thank you for not turning these movies into some PG or G-rated crap that we don't even recognize. So you get Braves baseball, you get movies at night. What was they used to have on TBS? Movies for guys that like movies. So you
Yeah.
got that. So you gave us TNT basketball for years and years. You gave us Inside the NBA, Coming Essential. Like I said, you just bought a vast media market to
Hold on
Atlanta.
now. In the Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Cartoon Network, Looney Tunes for the guys who like Looney Tunes, and Looney Tunes is a very popular animation program for guys and girls all over the nation. It ain't a person that's watching TV they don't know a Looney Tunes character. So, like I say, Ted, everything that HO said was on point. Everything you did for Atlanta, man. Everything you did for sports. Everything you did for the media market. And like I say, you know how to have a celebrity wife on your arm, baby. That's right, Ted. Everything you touch turns to gold, baby. Jane Fonda ain't been the same. Ain't been the same since y'all broke up. And like I say, sports in Atlanta ain't been the same since you sold the Braves and the Hawks. Well, I don't know. Your magic didn't work too good with the Hawks, but we were consistent though. We still were winning and in the playoffs when you were still now. But I don't know Pete Babcock. Let's just say he wasn't no John Sherhoops. But like I say, Ted, man, you're one of the great businessmen and pioneers for the Atlanta area. Your legacy will never be forgotten and always be remembered. So thank you, Ted Turner, for everything you did for my city of Atlanta. Thank you, Ted Turner, for everything you did for an entertainment guy like me. Thank you for everything you did for entertainment, media, and whatnot. And like I say, man, your legacy lives on. You one of the great American businessmen, and we are so happy to celebrate you here down south in Atlanta. Ted Turner, one of the greats. You go, man.
Yep. Ted Turner was indeed a true visionary of the TV and cable industry, and he did so much. There's nothing you can say if you mention TV in the Atlanta area. You can't go without mentioning Ted Turner's name. He even pumped up World Championship Wrestling down at Georgia Wrestling because he was at excuse me, he was at the wrestlings on him and Jane Fonda. So Ted Turner did so much to broaden the scope, and yeah, he brought out made almost the 24-hour channel. You know, when channels were ending TV channels with the national anthem, then all that. He had 24 hours. He said, "Don't go to sleep. I got y'all covered. I got some movies for y'all. I got some shows. I got everything for y'all." So yeah, the world lost a good one in Ted Turner. So God bless you, Ted. Rest in peace. All right. We almost at the end of the show, and we just got to ask the question: who has the right to do what? Ho, who has the right to do what on this Saturday afternoon?
Atlanta Braves, you got the right to make Austin Riley hit 10 to come back home and run through the Chicago Cubs and not lose your confidence in the team. So Atlanta Braves, let's go.
Hit 10th. Red.
Riley, you better start hitting, boy. HO gonna go crazy. Riley gonna be playing overseas after HO. Lakers and the Braves, y'all both got the right to put a smile on my face this weekend. Cause man, I just been through it this week. Lakers ain't did nothing this week. The Braves had their worst week of the season. Got doggone bombastic in their last game with the Knicks. I mean, shoot, the Falcons the only thing doing something positive right now. Cause they ain't playing. They just making moves. But Lakers and Braves, I need you. I need the Lakers not to go down 3-0 tonight, and I need my Braves not to get swept by these Dodgers in LA over the weekend. So I got the Lakers in LA, and I got the Braves in LA too. So doggone it, I need both of my teams to get a win in LA today. How about that? Thank you. That's when you got the right. You got the both of our teams. You got the right to win in LA today.
All right. WNBA, you on ABC today. So you got not your premier broadcast. You got two good ball games today. You got the Aces playing the Mercury. Last year's the champs playing the runner-up. And you got the Wings with Becca and AZ Fudd playing Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and the Indiana.
Sophie. My girl Sophie.
Yep, Cunningham will be there. So, hey, you got two good ones on TV today. Make the most out of them. Better put on a good show. Know they're going to have standing room only crowd. So, we'll see what happens. All right.
I think we need the WNBA back now. That's some of these. Well, see, this time for them to take over now. They better take advantage.
Yep, I got a question for y'all about the WNBA. Do you think having a maxed out, now that they have a salary cap, or they got players getting maxed out contracts, do you think that would change the way that they would perform and play now that they actually get money? Will it still be entertaining, or will it just kind of fall on deaf ears?
I think they're gonna play harder because they gotta justify them contracts, and they know the pressure is on them to play harder. They just can't go out there and lollygag around and just throw up a game and say, okay, that's it. New York last night showed everybody. Look here, Las Vegas, we coming for that title. They scored 109 points last night, and they went to work on Connecticut. So the New York Liberty not playing around. So these two teams today, all of them are expected to be, all four teams, are expected to be contenders. So got to play contender basketball, and the Stars have to show up. Even though I'm watching, but I don't want to watch because my girl Nafisa Collier is still out with an ankle injury. I'm sad, but she'll be back in a month dealing with her ankle surgery and everything. So, and Minnesota can hang on, but we'll see. Hopefully they don't throw up no games like the NBA does with them when it gets down to it. No tanking games start playing because I don't think any of them got room to tank. The expansion team, Toronto, almost won their first game last night. I mean, they played close, so obviously they saying, hey, just because we an expansion team don't mean we supposed to lose every night. Golden State showed that last year, and we'll see what happens. They got some good stars in the league right now, and they got some good ones coming out of college next year. So it's up to them.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna have to worry about load management when it comes to WNBA players. They've shown in college that the women's game is when it comes to just all out fight and consistency that they better than the men, and they're gonna show in the professional league that we're gonna play hard every day because really they can't afford not to. They're not gonna be ever. I don't think they ever gonna be making the money that the guys make. So they're gonna have to come out every night and prove that CBA they got and these contracts they got. If they let up at all, trust me, we won't have no problem changing the channel. And I think they know that. Whereas the guys have the luxury of load management because they know, look, we're gonna watch NBA basketball. Even if they load management in the regular season, we'll watch the NBA playoff. So they have that luxury. The ladies don't. And I think that's gonna keep them playing hard on a nightly basis, HO.
Yeah, and the reason I asked that, and you hit on that, Red, is because you went from barely making money now to an investment. Now the ladies are an investment. So are you going to protect your investment, or are you going to allow the ladies to do what they do to entertain like they've been doing, only just add more money to their salary? Now they're an investment.
There it is, right there, Joe. All right, that's all for the day, folks. Want to thank everybody for showing and watching the show. Ho, got any shout outs?
No, man, catch me on Wednesday, 79 Sports Roundtable. Got a whole lot to talk about.
And tell Mr. Otis we wish him a happy birthday.
He won't be June 1st is his birthday.
Oh, June 1st. Oh, that's right. You just said you're checking on him. I forgot it. But I was just thinking about 91 years old. It's just amazing.
Yeah, he's 90 right now. He'll be 91 June 1st, so less than 25 days.
Yes, sir.
And my bad to you guys, man. I guess I don't know what's going on with my alarm clock. But sorry I missed the first half of the show. Appreciate y'all holding it down for me. So I eventually made it.
All right, y'all. We'll be back next week, 10:30 on your
10:30.
dial.
I'll be here 10:30, y'all, next week.
Make sure y'all join us.